blockchain technology, as it expands, and it's coming, it will change the way everything operates. Individuals, businesses, governments, all of it. And that's so much more valuable than Microsoft PowerPoint or Windows or an iPhone or whatever. Like, the blockchain is far more important than the internet. Okay. Eventually, there won't be an internet like we know it. Web3, all the internet, it'll be fully decentralized. It'll literally, the internet, you'll get online through a blockchain. So the problem right now that I see in the industry, in the blockchain space, is it's very complex, very difficult to get involved in. And even if you know that, hey, it's got the same market cap as Apple and Microsoft, give or take, a few $100 billion or tens of billions, but it shouldn't be that way. Like, it's way more valuable. So it should be 50 trillion. Like, it should be more valuable than the entire internet. Like, all companies on the internet, all Web2 companies, any company that has websites, the blockchain eventually, all companies will use blockchain to get online. Like, you won't use the internet as we know it. And I know it sounds crazy, but just wait, it's going to happen. And so if all of that money moves from Web2 to Web3, and you know it's going to happen, but you don't know how to position yourself, it does you no good. And so what we do as a community is we allow people like Herb and Patty, who had no background in blockchain, me, who had I'm not a programmer. I'd been involved in crypto and didn't even care about blockchain, didn't even want to know. I'm a typical human being, I think. I don't like to learn new stuff. Like, my phone can do probably 1,000 things that I don't know it can do. Because I get online, I check emails, I make phone calls, I send some messages. Like, that's it. Some of my buddies that are younger, they're like, hey man, that'll real-time translate for you. It's like, will it? Like, I don't want to learn that. It's too much work. It's like, I'll just wing it, figure it out. So at the end of the day, I came into this space because they made it simple. I could become a node owner and help them run their network. I understood that. They explained to me, like, if I rented land to Verizon and let them build a cell phone tower, and they paid me every single month, here's a check, thanks for hosting the Verizon network on your piece of land there. If I take Link's node software and put it on my computer or put it in the cloud, and Link says, hey, thanks for letting us host our software on your computer or on the cloud, and you're paying for it, and they're giving me tokens, and eventually I can use those tokens to pay for my meeting software. And over time, could there be real value to those tokens? Absolutely. Our last project, it was, the tokens were at 87 cents. They were trading $3 to $4 billion a day in trading volume. And so even someone like me that didn't know how to code blockchain, didn't really know how to look up hashes or any of that stuff, all these weird terms that you'd hear, they were like, hey, just buy a node, we'll help you get it set up. And they did. And then once you get it set up, it just runs and it generates tokens. And I'll share my screen real quick, and I'll turn it back over to Herb and Patty, and we can certainly open it up for some Q&A if you guys want. But like, I can go into my BlockBot report. It shows, this is one of my bigger accounts, where I don't know if I mentioned this, but after I dug into blockchain in December of last year, I bought another $50 million worth of nodes. So this account has the 50 million. I have another account. This is my wife's account, but my other account has 3 million on it. So in this account, we have 7.2 billion rewards. So Rally, actually today is the first time I've seen over 1 billion Rally tokens. So if I go check it out, I get about 12 million Rally tokens a day. I'm running on this account 3,999 nodes, and I've got 1,828,276.405 tokens that are in play. And so for me, I knew I could run those nodes and they could generate tokens for me. And if that happened, good. At the end of the day, I'm running nodes, I'm running software. Those tokens may never be worth anything. But if they do what Gala did and they are worth 87 cents, well, I've got $870 million on my hands, which is better than having $0. And we're early.
Tony, didn't you say also that you had been meeting with the former CEO of Zoom? Because it's
I have, yeah. Former president of Zoom. I mean, for us, they're seeing I think the opportunity for disruption in the industry. And he said, yeah, it's ripe for disruption. Zoom's been raising their prices. They just got caught taking everybody's data and sharing it with the AI. It's time for a Web3 version. Even he said that. And it's like, if I can get 250 major colleges and universities using our link, that's really good for marketing. My thought is this: if those colleges have a choice to have somebody like Zoom basically steal their data and you send it to their AI, and all their students that are using the platform take their data and send it to AI, or everyone at that university can own their own data, why wouldn't they choose to own their own data? It's cheaper than Zoom. We'll launch our free version, but if you look at, the pricing on our plans with Zoom, we start at $10 a month, call it, for 100 participant meetings, $30 a month for 3 rooms, 300 participants per meeting. The highest level we go, $50 a month, 3,000 people per meeting, up to 5 rooms, meaning you could have 5 people doing meetings at the same exact time. My enterprise account with Zoom for our accounting firm, we had 3 rooms, up to 1,000 per meeting, $327 per month. This is way better. And to pay annually, we're getting ready to launch that new pricing. It'll be $500 annually. So instead of over $3,000, which I paid with Zoom, I could pay $500 for the full year with our link. And I've got more bells and whistles. At the end of the day, for me, if I want to sign somebody up, I can send people a link to sign up. And I like that idea. I don't know why my picture's on there. I'll have to update that for you guys. But I like the idea that I don't have to put a link in the chat. I like the idea that I can pull up slideshows right here. I don't have to go to PowerPoint or anything like that. I can play video. Like if I want to play a video, I don't have to go to YouTube.
Do you ever wish you'd played a part in a tech revolution before
if I'm done, I can talk over the video. I can stop the video. With Zoom, if I wanted to show that video, I'd go, hold on. Let me share my screen. Let me go to YouTube. All right, let's wait for the ad. I got to skip the ad here in a second. Okay, the ad's done. All right, skip the ad. Now the video starts. And then initially I'd get text messages. We can't hear the video. Nobody can hear anything. I got to change my audio setting because it's through the microphone. It's not, I need them to hear my computer, not the microphone. So I change the audio setting and then they can hear the video. And then I restart the video, have to skip another ad, and then it plays. And again, that's normal. That's how you got to do it. No, it isn't. I literally just started the video right here. Start it again.
Do you ever wish you'd played a...
I can pause it, turn it down, turn it up, fast forward it. Like, that's way better. It's less cost, way easier to navigate, way easier to use, and you own your data and you get rewarded for using it. So our roadmap is really to generate millions of dollars a month in revenue. And I do believe we're going to do that. Some of these universities could do that right away. I have a few large companies that there's 3 of them that have over 1 million distributors. The biggest one has over 3 million active distributors, and they're all interested in using our link. And it's just, we're in beta now. We're kind of tweaking the tech, making sure the glitches are all fixed. And as our service level is prepared, we'll start to bring some of those people on board. And the revenue that's generated, we don't really need it to operate. We need it'll end up being about 10% of the revenue to operate. The other 90% we'll probably just put in to a flywheel, meaning we'll just buy tokens, we'll create liquidity pools, we'll just create a market for the token, because the revenue, we don't need it. We'll just literally pump the revenue right back into the market and create cyclical buy side pressure, because why wouldn't we? At the end of the day, we want this token to be extremely valuable. And I don't have a crystal ball. I can't guarantee you, but I can tell you this: we're going to generate revenue. We're going to generate a lot of it. God has blessed me with a few gifts, certainly not good looks and not good hair, but other than that, I've been graced with some abilities to generate revenue and to build businesses in a really, really short time span. And we're going to do that with R-Link. And the difference when you're on blockchain versus traditional markets, and I'll wrap up with this. When I take a company public in the traditional sense, I'm trying to get 5 to 10x on my EBITDA. Meaning, if I can take a $10 million company and turn it into a $50 million company, I'm rocking and rolling. I'm pretty excited about that. In blockchain, and I know this sounds nuts, but it just is what it is. It happens. I'm shooting for 500 to 1,000x. And if I hadn't done it in other projects, if I hadn't seen my buddies do it, I wouldn't believe it either. But the fact is, it happens. There were days in 2021 when Gala's market cap was higher than Tesla's. Now, that was not logical. That should have never happened, but that's irrelevant. Why it's happened is not relevant. That it happened is what's relevant. If you're holding those tokens and you want to sell them, and they're worth 87 cents each, and there's $4 billion being traded that day, the market cap's high and you can sell it. You don't care why you can sell it. You care that you can sell it. And that's what we're looking to create with this project.
Do you ever wish you'd played a part in a tech revolution before it got really big? Like Facebook, when it was a Harvard student directory, Amazon, when Jeff Bezos ran it from his garage, or ChatGPT, before it became the fastest adopted software in history. Well, you missed out on those three, but today, you have a chance to get in on a project that's about to change the way the world communicates forever, building on two of the largest technology trends in the world right now: video conferencing and blockchain. Have you ever asked yourself why huge video conferencing companies let you use their service for free? I mean, think about it. If you're not paying for the product, you are the product. That free video platform you're using is really in the business of big data collection. They collect your personal data, your contacts, even data you share during your calls. Then they use this to manipulate you through targeted ads and other means. In 2020, Zoom suffered a security breach where hackers stole data from over 500,000 accounts. Data was then sold on the dark web, leading to identity theft, password hijacking, and perhaps most disturbing, people being spied on during their video calls. With intrusions happening so often, it earned a nickname, Zoom bombing. But what's the alternative? Introducing R-Link. R-Link is the world's first video conferencing platform that isn't owned and operated by a company, but by a community. This is video conferencing for the people, by the people. Instead of being run by a company, R-Link runs on a community-driven blockchain built by people who care a lot about having unmatched security and privacy. A blockchain is a decentralized network of computers, each operated by a community member anywhere around the world. And because blockchains are designed so that nobody is at the top controlling it, decisions are made by community vote for the good of the people. This is why blockchain is now one of the fastest growing technologies on the planet. The World Economic Forum recently said blockchain could disrupt a staggering $867 trillion in traditional markets. And global investment giants, including BlackRock and Fidelity, are making huge moves in the space. Today, you have the opportunity to get involved and participate in blockchain with R-Link before it gains mass adoption. How exactly does R-Link work? Okay, imagine your R-Link account was a 10,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. With traditional video conferencing, you give all 10,000 pieces to one single entity and just hope they keep it safe and protected. In contrast, on a decentralized blockchain, each of your 10,000 puzzle pieces are broken up and stored across 10,000 different computers all around the world, each operated by an independent community member. A hacker would need to find, then break into the majority of those 10,000 computers, all at the same time. Totally impossible. And because R-Link is community-driven, it's also community rewarded. This is the most exciting thing about blockchain. Every time you use R-Link, you'll earn digital rewards from the Rally blockchain. Every time you invite someone else to use R-Link, you'll earn even more digital rewards. You can use these rewards to pay for premium services on the R-Link platform. But just like Marriott Points or Sky Miles, these digital rewards can also be traded for items inside a marketplace. And while the R-Link marketplace is still on the future roadmap, once completed, it will offer items the Rally community decides to trade for the R-Link digital reward. If you really want to maximize the rate at which you earn R-Link rewards, you can purchase the R-Link Node software and become one of the community members running the blockchain. Once this is installed, you'll contribute a fraction of your computer's power to run the Rally blockchain, which is what makes this incredible service available to the public without needing a company at the top to run it all. In return, you'll receive a daily share in the R-Link digital rewards distribution at a rate orders of magnitude higher than just using and sharing the platform. So, you missed out on Facebook. You missed out on Amazon and ChatGPT. Don't miss out on R-Link. Help disrupt the way the world communicates for the better. Talk to the person who sent you this video to set up your R-Link account and to purchase your R-Link Node software today.